Liverpool started their campaign today with a 2-0 win over Ipswich. Now, this is fantastic, especially for Arne Slot in his debut match for Liverpool. And he becomes the first Liverpool manager this century to win his debut match on match day one. Now, the game was hotly contested on both ends, and I think Ipswich done very, very well to hold their own against the Reds in the first half, because the breakthrough for Liverpool only really came in the 60th minute with that goal from Diogo Jota, and I think that brought the shift in momentum for the club, really bringing in players like Mohamed Salah to slot away the second one, giving Liverpool the victory. Now, this result does give Liverpool a positive start under Slot. And yeah, they've got to keep on with this momentum. There are a couple of key areas I'd like to touch on. And number one, I think what won the match was the high press. Now, Liverpool were relentless in just keeping that pressure on that back line of Ipswich and making sure that defensive errors started to show. And this is actually how Diogo Jota's goal came. It was because of that high pressure and continuous pressure by Liverpool's forwards from the midfield into the forwards, not allowing Ipswich to really build anything from the back and force them into errors. Speaking of that midfield, I loved that fluidity that was allowed in the middle of that park. I mean, we had Szoboszlai, we had Gravenberch, we had McAllister, and they were allowed to really switch positions in the middle of that park, and it really overloaded that middle of the park area and allowed for a lot of domination and possession, especially in that midfield. And I think that's quite exciting to see, not something we really saw in the rigid approach that Liverpool previously had. And I think this fluidity is going to be a very, very strong area to win key challenges for Liverpool. One key element that I love that is still very prevalent over there is using the width, allowing both Robertson and Alexander-Arnold to really press forward, stretching the defense of Ipswich and allowing the forwards to then dominate those spaces. That was brilliant to see. So utilizing those wide areas. What I really liked is how the build-up play from Liverpool was really controlled. The press was very aggressive, but it wasn't as quick as it was in the past, and then sometimes fumbling and losing ball possession and control. No, the possession was recycled by Liverpool, and that the build-up was gradual, and I feel there's the sense of relaxed play, of more controlled play, and holding on to the possession a lot better. And this allowed Liverpool as a team to really wear down Ipswich Town, and then pouncing on the mistakes that were made by Ipswich. I think it's fantastic, and this is the type of football we haven't seen a lot of in the Premier League, but I think it's really, really prevalent from Liverpool. And of course, it would be Liverpool that's going to be implementing tactics like this. It's going to be fantastic to see how this pans out for the rest of the season and how it works against some of the more established clubs in the Premier League. I'm excited to see more of that.